So, is Batman 2022 the best live action Batman we have to date? Is it better than The Dark Knight? Is it better than Batman 1989? Stay tuned and let's find out on this spoiler free review for The Batman 2022. What's going on, everybody? The BrettMan here from Good Reel Hunting, where we hunt for the good reels so you do not have to. And today I had the distinct honor and the privilege to be one of the first few fans around the globe, around the world, to see the Batman 2022. And I'm going to get my thoughts. Again, this is going to be a spoiler-free review. Once my partner in crime, Brad, has seen it, then we will release a spoiler review where it's all of the spoilers. So before I really get into things, if you've already seen Batman, just in the comic section, just please be careful, no spoilers. I will have to put the boots to you if you decide to spoil this movie. So let's just have a healthy non-spoiler discussion in that comic session. So here we go. So the Batman 2022, I loved it. I thought it was absolutely awesome. And Matt Reeves, you can go ahead and put him up there with Tim Burton. You can put him up there with Christopher Nolan. Matt Reeves, he gets Batman and what we want in a Batman movie. He gets it. So any movies they want to do in the future with the Batman, and as long as Matt Reeves is doing them, I'm in. So yeah, Matt Reeves, he just creates this whole grimy, dark, tony world of Gotham. And that's what Gotham needed to be. And Matt Reeves just absolutely nails it. You are immediately knowing, okay, yeah, this is Gotham for what it looks like. And it's just like a different style of Gotham, because like we had Tim Burton's Gotham, we have Christopher Nolan's New York looking Gotham. But yeah, this one is just a whole different type of Gotham, and you really feel that. And you feel it throughout the entire movie. So I think that is excellently well done. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the characters. Robert Pattinson's portrayal as the Batman, I really digged it. Dadgummit, Robert Pattinson did a really damn good job with this one as the Batman. But the Bruce Wayne side of things, it was like we're always used to getting like this, like, you know, this playboy guy, like just with the money, his swag and all that. You really don't get it as much with this type of Bruce Wayne character. But again, I like that just because it's fresh air. And speaking of fresh air, we finally get to see a detective Batman. Really do. And you'll see throughout, so this is like a very detective Batman, but don't worry, you get to see Batman do Batman things. You get to see his toys. You get to see all the things that you like in the Batman film. You will get to see it in this film. Let's go with some of the other characters. Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, Selena Kyle. I really, really liked her. I was a little nervous at first when I saw the look of her as Catwoman, but nope, she won me over really early in the game, and she got better as the movie came across. And her and Robert Pattinson have really strong chemistry, and so I will love. It's such a great time, and I have a good time with it. So we also have Jeffrey Wright as James Gordon. I was a little nervous on that one just because how are you going to top Gary Oldman? But you know, I didn't ask for him to be Gary Oldman. I just want him to bring something different to the James Gordon character. I feel like he does that. Like he puts his own little style to the Gordon character, and I thought he did a really good job with that. Oh man, let's go ahead and Colin Farrell and the Penguin. First off, whoever the special effect team is who transformed Colin Farrell into the Penguin, they should go ahead and just be listed for like all the rewards possible, because that transformation is just astounding to look at. Like even like at times you really feel like is that really Colin Farrell? But you do get some shots where you do get to see, oh yeah, that's definitely Colin Farrell. But there are a lot of times so it's like, Is that Colin Farrell? But yeah, Colin Farrell did a good job. I like this particular style of penguin, just a little bit more realistic versus having the hands and just eating raw fish and all that. But yeah, like I liked him. He ain't the best Batman villain character we get on screen, but I still feel like he did a very good job. So let me go ahead and go with the MVP of this movie. And just in my opinion, the MVP is Paul Dano as the Riddler. I've been wanting the Riddler, and I'm not talking about the Jim Carrey crap.
Alrighty then.
Even though it's not really crap, that's just a whole different style. But I just wanted a dark, serious Riddler. you get him. You get him in this film. He is dark. He is smart. He's treating seriously. Just exactly what I wanted to see on the big screen with the Riddler versus the Batman with the game of the minds. You're going to get it in this one. And I thought Paul Dano was just, again, awesome. I thought he was the MVP of this movie. For me, that's just for me. My favorite scene of this movie, and this is going to be a little bit of a bold prediction here. There is a scene, which again, I'm not going to describe it just because this is spoiler free and I don't want to give anything away or just accidentally let something slip. But for my bold prediction, and when you see this particular scene in the Batman, you're going to know it's kind of exactly what I'm talking about and which scene it is. But I think this particular scene actually rivals with the Joker and Batman's interrogation scene from The Dark Knight. That's how great of a scene I think this particular scene is in the Batman. I think it will rival to that, and I think it would be one of the top Batman scenes in the Batman franchise. So I'm excited for you all to watch that when you all go see the Batman. So, yeah, and this is a long movie, and if anybody just knows me on the channel, I despise long movies, but the only exception to the rule is if I'm fully invested into the movie, or if I'm just begging for more, that's going to be your exception. And with this movie, I wanted more, and it was just in the time frame, it was enough for the story that they were telling. So timing was not an issue. There are parts of it where it kind of drags a little bit, and this is like a slow build movie, because it'll go like this, kind of like here, and then goes back here, goes up, down. And it goes a lot more down than up. But when it goes up, it hits you in the big ways, too. And you're going to have a good time with that. But this is definitely like a more detective-driven story of Batman, which I've been wanting for the longest time on the big screen. So if you like that side of Batman, you're really going to enjoy this. But if you don't, I can see why. And I'm going to go ahead and say I understand why people will maybe not like this Batman. Totally will understand that, but I think the majority of people are going to love this particular Batman. So really, there's not much I want to go more deep into, just because this is a spoiler-free review and I don't want to let anything slip. And plus, I just want to do the spoiler review with Brad and get his thoughts, because I have a really strong feeling he's really going to dig this movie very much. So overall thoughts of the Batman 2022, it's hella fun. It's awesome. Definitely a breath of fresh air to the Batman story. Or going to a completely different Batman story. Definitely a breath of fresh air. Love the Riddler in it. All the side characters are awesome. I don't think there is one bad casting choice. I love the tone and the atmosphere of Gotham that Matt Reeves displays to us. So I'm just going to end it at that. So not going to give you a rating just yet, just because I still want this to sink in. This is more of a me coming out of the theater reaction, so for the spoiler-free review. So you will get my actual rating and my written review when we release the spoiler review, which will come out in a couple of days. So stay tuned to the channel for that. Want to ask you guys, Are you all more excited to see The Batman 2022 after you watch this spoiler-free review? Again, if you've seen it, please do not do any spoilers in the comments section, or I am going to have to put the boots to you. So again, just how excited are you? Let me know in that comment section down below, and let's get that discussion rolling. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. All of our socials are in that description below. And be sure to like this video, share, and subscribe, and of course ring that bell, ding ding ding, so you all know when that spoiler review for The Batman is up and ready. And until then, I do see the Bert signal, so I gotta answer that call, and I will see you for the spoiler review.